K1 accepts his son Abdul Malik that he has with Bisola Badmus back during the stage performance as people share mixed reactions. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. This video right here, I'm sure you have seen it flying around since yesterday, is one perceived with mixed feelings. But what else can we say? What else can we really say? I'm sure a lot of us are not new to the story of Bisola Badmus and K1 the Ultimate and being together for, their chummy relationship years ago. Bisola is in her 40s and a wonderful actress. She's also a caterer, a very peace-loving woman that a lot of people call nd0nm, an actress who has faced her lane, who doesn't indulge in fracas stuff, who is so, she's just a very peaceful, beautiful, astonishingly beautiful woman. Tomaniko Brinji Adumadon, Koniko Birin Koko, Kolon Dato Dakbe, láti orí ẹ̀dẹ́ ìkànnà ẹsẹ̀ Bisola Badmus ni. But life has really happened to her. Bisola has been a single woman, not married, didn't have any child before, and all of that. But she got engaged in a relationship with Oluwaye of Fuji, King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal. And of course, for àwọn tó mọ bó ṣe ń lọ, it was a relationship to she understand. Some even alleged at that time that Bisola will go to K1's resorts on invitation, come back. So àwọn èèyàn wọ́n mọ̀ pé aya ọlọ́gọ́gọ́ ló ń jẹ bàbá ń jẹṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ or something like that. It was all chummy until Bella entered. It would be noteworthy to say that the wife in the house at that time was Al-Fatia. If you take a look at Abdul Malik and Al-Fatia's first child with K1, Anjola, a married resemblance to one bay. The same color tone, you will just know Anjola and Abdul Malik have resemblance. Ejeka pinpoint and bay. Now, when Abdul Malik Bele entered, Baba did not want, this was reviewed by Bisola Badmus. You can go on Google and check, their past story. The agreement was, okay, I accept the Bele, now me get the Bele. Bisola born, Baba did the naming ceremony. But there was an agreement. Don't ever come out to talk about this openly. Well, Bisola no Kasara at that time to be like, okay, no wahala, no go talk. But whatever now happened between them, nobody knows. Some said Baba was now dating other actresses and abandoned her and her son and all of that. And she couldn't take it anymore, allegedly. Then she came out and granted an interview where she stated categorically that the father of her son is K1 the Ultimate. Maybe people were now abusing her to be like, kidding, all those kind of things. And the moment Bisola bought her to reveal this to the public, that was the moment K1 the Ultimate cut her and cut her son Abdul Malik off. That was the moment that, from that time, which is over 13 years ago, thereabouts, till yesterday night, K1 cut off from them totally. In fact, it was, I think, early this year or late last year that Bisola before this one, Kule Afod last year went to Bisola's house and did a video where she narrated what has been happening to her. And people were like, oh my God. Even Kule said it in that interview. Go and check Kule Afod TV with Bisola Badmus on YouTube. For those who missed it at that time. Kule said Bisola didn't want to do the interview, that it took a lot of intervention of, close friends between them to say, open up. Oh, le ma borapa. Oh, le boreku. Come out. And when she did, a lot of people were like, yay. So this woman has been going through this. Life has truly happened to Bisola. She has lost her mother. I think she lost her father first. Lost her father, lost her mother, and lost her brother. In the space of, I think, just 2 years or 1 year. Is that not too heavy for one person to carry? Okay, K1 abandoned them. But you know, as a woman whose lover or baby daddy has abandoned, and you have strong family support like your father and your mother and your sibling, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So when she lost these people, then the fact that she wasn't acting as she used to, yes, we stopped seeing her, and that happens to a lot of these actresses at some point when you're not even on locations anymore, or when they don't call you. And some people who would have called her were faithfuls or loyalists to K1 the Ultimate. To be fair on them, some of them may have been trying to mediate, but everybody knows, say, Baba K1, Baba ni lowo. We won't say because we like Baba, we won't pinpoint where Baba has gone wrong. Baba went really, really wrong. Really, really wrong. In fact, since last night, we'll share some comments on blogs so that we can, understand people's outburst on this matter. Now, the question people were asking was, okay, Kule Afford now came out, people to donate, and they donated money for her. In fact, some of these actresses went to celebrate her on her birthday with Barara and all of that. Then months later, she appeared again on Bisola Badmus' show. You can go watch it on TV. Talk to B with Bisola Badmus. Where Bisola narrated how, she was very, very, she wasn't abusive, she wasn't insultive, but she was like, okay, things happened, you cut them off, but the responsibility of this child alone, and a boy child for that matter, who is now a teenager. Now, we know that as a baby mama, there are so many things that a woman will cope with. But when you look at the innocent child and you be like, ṣé téèyàn bá kọ ẹni tó bímọ fún yàn, ṣé èèyàn tún gbọ́dọ̀ kọ ọmọ ẹ̀ ni? Ṣé èèyàn tún gbọ́dọ̀ kọ ọmọ ẹ̀ ni? You accepted this child. You have no issues with the paternity. Afọ́jú gan ríran that this son is yours. Okay, the mother went online, granted an interview and said you are the father. Okay, but máa fi owó oúnjẹ ọmọ máa send ẹ̀ sí. You see this very bad attitude, Men need to do better. Men need to do better. If you respect that thing that is under you as a man, and either in marriage or out of marriage, you go use them, and there's a product from that union. Honor yourself. Honor your manhood. Do your worth to that child. When I mean do your worth, and Yoruba will say, if it's 20,000, you can do every month. If it's 100,000, you can do every month. If it's 1 million, you can do every month. Let that child. We owe our children emotional stability. We owe them financial provision. We owe them psychological support. We owe them guidance. We owe them protection. But for over 13 years or thereabouts, Baba was not there for this child at all. Until this particular party. I think it's Bashiri Me's 30th year on stage and housewarming party and all of that. And you can see the way the boy prostrated to greet his father. And the man beside K1 was the one reminding him or telling him that that's your son. And the boy removed his glasses and the veil on his head. Then Wasiu now hugged him. Wahala dey. 1,000,001 women. Did I say 1 million? Several millions of women are going through this, especially in Africa, especially in Nigeria. Àwọn abímọ máa wò, àwọn tó máa báyàwó wọn jà, tó máa cut ọmọ off, and is also a lesson to us women. If a man has not, in fact, let me take it like this. A man married you, a lot of women are in their husband's house as missus, but they are worse than single women outside. Because they are the ones doing everything. Yes, maybe the man doesn't have, or his business is low, or something is understandable. Some men have, but they refuse to provide for their wives and their children under the same roof. Another instance is some men will now leave their wives and children at home and go and meet side chick, to go and cover side chick, while abandoning their wife and their children. Now to this Bisola's situation. Bisola was in her 30s, so she was a mature, fully mature woman. The frontal lobe is developed gone. And for whatever reason, you were dating K1. Ọkùnrin tá bá ti ń bá sùn, possibility wà pa máa lóyún. In fact, ó lè lo contraceptive gan kò yíwọ́. I'm exploring all angles in this discussion. Yeah. So it may be that she didn't even plan to get married for K1, or it could be that she wanted to have a child for K1. Whatever it is, Bele enter. And at her age, she really removed. And Baba did not deny the paternity, did not deny the pregnancy. And Baba was the one that named the boy Abdul Malik. Should break it down here. Now, for whatever reasons that has happened, if you as a mature woman, if you're dating a married man, a polygamist, especially a serial polygamist, hey, and you don't teach yourself sense, bo. This is not to drag Bisola. You know that's not how we roll here. Bo. Now, if Bisola has not lost her father, her mother, and her brother in quick succession, there is a high, and she wasn't sick. Yes, I need to add this part. She had a brain sickness that she later, talked about. I think it's called encephalopathy or something. There's a particular condition. It's a brain sickness. And, confusion, memory loss. Sometimes they go into coma. It's a broad term. Right? So she had to sell a lot of her properties just to be able to meet up with the treatment. She said she sold her car, she sold her investment, she did this, she did that, without a single support from the father of her baby. If not for anything, when K1 heard that she was sick, you don't want her again, it's okay. But that child that you have with her, why not be sending money so that at least come on school fees, maintenance, and call. Àwọn ọkùnrin kan burú. Ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ máa ṣe sàdákà fún ẹlòmíì. Ẹ̀yin máa fún ẹlòmíì lówó. Ọmọ tí yín èso yín wà níbì kan, kò jẹpo yín, kò jata yín, fà mọ́ra, tọ́jú ẹ̀ kọ́ sí ìyá lọ́rùn. I like the fact that in comment sections I've been seeing some men saying we men need to do better. Yes, there are some highly responsible men. Wọ́n lè ṣe wọ́n ran pẹ̀lú bóyá their wives or their baby mama or anything, but you see provision for that child and giving attention to that child, even if you're seeing that child once every month. They don't joke with it. Because it is the bond. Look at how Malik was staying at his mother. The child was traumatized. The child was expressionless. The child was in shock. The pain he has carried for so many years. Men, can we please do better as parents? The only thing that matters to that child is his mom. Abiamo. We thank God that a day like this We did not do 1 minute silence for you. Oluwa o ṣeun. So many women have had to carry the burden alone. Tell me what them are bossy. So many women will be sare kiri. Okay, assuming that sickness. And she's been healed though. Yeah, she's been healed. It's a condition that, can be treated. And we thank God she's been healed. And the vision she see before she will see no more. Like Barolong. Oh, nirogun àìsàn mọ́. Gbogbo wa náà nirogun àìsàn. So assuming this woman now lost her life in all the sickness and kiniko wahala, I don't even know what to say. Fair insult Baba and Bibai. But African men get away with a lot of shit. Can Baba try this abroad? Ko fún yàn lóyún. Ko má ṣe side support kẹ́mi ẹ̀fẹ́ ẹ̀bọ. You can't do that. But we do our own women yama yama. And when we now see our Nigerian husband and wife relocate to London, ìyàwó yẹn wá dídìgbò lùgímọ̀ yín lọ́wọ́. Ẹlòmíì ti carry trauma for so many years. To bad the environment. I'm not justifying bad behavior. I'm just saying it from this perspective. To bad the environment be UK ya be US báyìí. Wọ́n wá yí mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ birigidi. Ẹ wá máa sunkún. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹ ti lò wọ́n nú marriage gan ẹlòmíì gan. Ẹ̀mí ẹ ti fẹ́ bọ́ orí ẹ ti yí. A woman naturally would bask in the euphoria of her femininity when she's with a man that knows how to be a man. Àìmọye ẹlòmíì wà nú marriage gan. Wọ́n pè ní single and married, or married but single. Kọ́lọ́run ọba kó má jẹ́ ká rí wàhálà tó máa pa wá tó máa pè wá lẹ́mìí. Honestly, it's mixed feelings. That okay, assuming they didn't come to that party now, it will still be the same status quo, where they have to introduce his son to his father. Do you know how heartbreaking that is? This boy is a splitting image of K1. K1, Bisola Badmus tọ́mọ yín tó ti ga dúró yín lórí ìdúró. Ẹ need apology gidi wo ìtẹ́ nǹkan. Ọmọ ti bọ̀ wálé. Kíní kan. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dánu dúró. Lè sọ̀rọ̀ òdì. Àwọn òde ń ṣépè ń bí. But I thank God that God has shown Bisola mercy. And for married women, so for mature women dating married man, it's email. If Bisola had an idea that this is how K1 would treat her, she would not even be in a relationship with him. Ẹni tó tiẹ̀ wá tí K1 wá fẹ́ gangan tó fẹ́ ní fi lọ́kà àfàtì àǹkan ṣé fétí ṣé bàbá náà fojú fétí àbò ni. Bàbá fojú fétí àbò ó fẹ́ kọ́sítọ́mà àbọ̀ rẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ṣe wedding biribiri wedding náà ti ṣe kíni ó ti forí ṣọpọ́n. But Fatia too felt it at that time. Women, let's learn to be strong and let's learn to just hold your guide. Abalaye sọ, focus on your work. Gbàdúrà ká má ṣàìsàn. Àìsàn ló sọ Bisola di nǹkan tó dà yẹn. But people have been very supportive. There's one brand that she influences for. That woman also is in this party. If you see the full video of the party, you see that woman there. They have stood by Bisola. And even some Nollywood actresses like Faithia, Dayo Amusa, Kemi Korede were in the party and they were jubilating afterwards. It's a very emotional time. But men, please, can you guys do better? Because of your future. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ nǹkan tí life máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sóhun ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe rere. If anybody had told K1 this January 2025 that Baba, you go and use your hand to hold the wing of a plane. Tí orí tẹ́pẹ́tẹ́ bá dọ̀kú orí yín ni apá plane yóò bá bẹ́ yín lórí dànù. Tẹ wá ṣẹ̀sìn àgbáyé tó tó di pé wá apologize openly. Would you believe it? Let's be humble. Baba, àwọn ọmọ yín míì tó bá kù síta ẹ lọ kó wọn wọlé. Àgbà tí ń dé. Nobody can be king forever. season by season. A season ẹlòmíì kan lè gùn jura wọn lọ ni. Bisola Badmus, congratulations once again. Your son is happy. I know he's going through a lot of emotional turmoil since yesterday, but I know that you raised a responsible child. You raised a well taken care of child. You raised a child to be proud of. Kudos to you. So all the abuses, baby mama, agreement and agreements. You have a good product, and you have yourself, and you have your sanity, and you have your job, and you have your support. It can only get better. We'll not be able to read comments here. Maybe we'll do another video where we're going to read the comments of people and feel their pulse on this matter. We don't want to make this video very long because it's already long already. But we thank God. And for every woman going through this storm, not damo si elaya, boje yokoni, boje meji, boje meta, boje merin, boje marun, boje mefa. Be strong. Focus on what is important, yourself and your children. It's going to be hard, especially in this economy. The finances by okay by any. But suck in all the support you can get. Focus on empowering yourself. Focus on provision for your children. Focus on the bonding with your children. And just one day, just one day, the universe will smile on you. Thank you so much for watching. Real.